Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I will bring you the tea. Welcome to Chronicle Speaks.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
So it's definitely been some time since we last spoke about Mr. Tim Norman, who was once a star on the hit OWN show Welcome to Sweetie Pies. Now, Mr. Norman, aka Hips Don't Lie, But I Do.
I'm on tonight, my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel you, boy.
Made headlines in 2020 when he was charged with the unaliving for hire of his 21-year-old nephew, Andre Montgomery Jr. Now, according to authorities, Norman orchestrated the unaliving of Andre to collect a life insurance policy, which was worth $450,000. Now, the case gained significant media attention due to Norman's involvement in the popular TV show Welcome to Sweetie Pies. Now, in 2022, Norman was found guilty of the charges and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Hundreds of thousands of dollars was spent on Tim's legal team during the trial, and more was spent when hotshot criminal defense attorney Jennifer Bonjean was hired to file his appeal. Well, the appeal was obviously denied, and Tim has been left to his lonesome, spending life in prison without parole in the Hazleton Correctional Facility in West Virginia. Now, after spending all of this money on Tim's legal defense, I'm sure some waters have run dry, so Tim has found the next best thing. It's the love during lockup for me. Tim has found a woman who is like, my man, my man, my man.
And my man, thank you to my man.
This is my man. Everybody talking about my man, my man.
Today, we're going to read the I love you, do you love me, please circle yes or no love letter that Tim has allegedly written his girl, and we are just going to catch up on some things. But before we do, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any news regarding this story and so much more. Now let's get back into it. Baby, when I saw this picture, I said, that ain't him. I had to do a facial analysis and honestly look at the bridge of his nose and compare it. We've seen Tim big before. I don't think we've ever seen Tim this big. So I saw Tim September 2022 during his trial, and again in March 2023 at his sentencing. Tim was smaller, much smaller. He still had his hips, but he was smaller. Now, considering prisoners can have a job cooking while in prison, I'm sure Tim took that, and he is in there cooking beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkey. You name it! So while we're talking about what Tim is possibly cooking in the kitchen, let's talk about what might be cooking in his love life, considering this looks like the new episode of Love During Lockup. Now, this woman named Nicole claims that she met Tim through a friend.
Ain't that your friend?
I know, listen to me.
Ain't that your friend finder?
And she is madly in love with him. Tim has written her love letters, they talk on the phone on the regular, they do their video calls, and she's been keeping the internet abreast with their relationship so far. On February 13th, she started with the I love my man, posting different screenshots of obviously their video chats. On this particular picture, she posted a song by an artist named Santa, and these are the lyrics that she used. Oh, that's my man, and I mean that and I don't care what these bees saying, cause I'm on his lips. Never knew a love like this. Didn't know it could exist. Don't go to sleep mad. Wake up to a good morning text.
You better talk to her before I do, because I'm hurt her feelings. You couldn't give me $1 million to put some out like that. I don't care.
Girl, don't nobody want him. Didn't nobody want him when he was out. Now, this was the post from Valentine's Day. It looks like Tim allegedly sent her a Valentine's Day card, and it came with a letter. Let's read it. And it goes a little something like this. You're sweeter than honey. You're more precious than gold. I want you in my life until the day we grow old. All my life I prayed for someone like you, and I thank God that I finally found you. Let me be yours. I don't need a Valentine gift. I already have you, and I'm sending my love to you through the mail. I want to be the only man in your life that put a smile on your beautiful face. My letters are dedicated to only you because you're more valuable than diamond. In my eyes, when I talk to you, your voice is so soothing. You're the true definition of the apple of my eye.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
So with reading this and hearing about Tim's background, I honestly feel like Tim never really had much to work with anyway. So the fact that he was able to come up with the concept of Welcome to Sweetie Pies, make it a hit, and end up on OWN. I think back to what the judge told him the day of his sentencing. Let's go back to my older video. He said, Tim, you had money. You were a celebrity. You had everything. You had this good side, but then you had this dark side. He said, and that side was incredibly dark. Child, I wanted to say, preach, preacher. You had a cold, premeditated plan to execute your nephew. This didn't just start in 2016. You actually had this plan going on in 2014. You even had a point where you text Wally, I don't think he'll be here much longer. He called Tim everything but a child of God. You big booty, Titanic, hip, wide back, teacup head killing monster. Now, after Tim's guilty verdict, he says, thank you for all the prayers. I'm still in disbelief. The feds know 100% I did not do those insurance policies, but the jury didn't get to hear that. And not one person got on the stand and said that I told them to hurt my nephew. They destroyed my name and image so you guys wouldn't search for the truth. Now, one thing we did do on this channel was search for the truth, and Tim left enough evidence out there to where if he didn't do it, it was his evil twin brother that he knew nothing about. We broke down the cell phone tower showing everything that Tim and Terica did prior to the untimely unaliving of Andre Montgomery. I honestly feel like after Tim lost his appeal, he began to come to terms with this is life now. There's no getting out of it. Now, Tim made a decision that ultimately destroyed his family's legacy through his involvement in the unaliving for hire plot that led to the tragic death of his 21-year-old nephew, Andre Montgomery Jr. Tim's actions altered the entire trajectory of his family's future. His behavior and his desire for financial gain not only ended the life of this young man, but it also irreparably tarnished the reputation of the Sweetie Pies family, which we thought was built on love, community, and their iconic soul food restaurant. I know Andre's family is happy that they did finally get him justice, but nothing will be able to bring Andre back. March 14, 2025 will mark 9 years since Andre's untimely passing. Seeing these pictures of Tim, it seems like he is finally reaping what he has sown. What I need to do is hear from you. What do you think about everything going on with Tim Norman and Ms. Nicole talking about her man, her man, her man? Leave a comment and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below. Talk to you guys later. Bye. As always, thanks for watching. But before you go, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, and hit the bell so you don't miss out on any of my new episodes.